Let this one wash over you. He caught his stepson in an awkward situation with his girlfriend.
That's uncomfortable.
What do you got going on in your life? What do you want to share with the Bert Show that we can turn around and try to get you some advice from Bert Show fam all around the country? Hit us up at thebertshow.com. Hello, Bert Show. My girlfriend's son just started dating his first technical girlfriend, meaning she comes over and they've gone out together. They're 16. I've been with his mom for 5 years. I'm happy for him. I want him to be more socially active, have friends, and see life outside of his bedroom. He's a gamer. He's very smart, straight A's, great kid that stays out of trouble, keeps up with his responsibilities 95% of the time. For a 16-year-old, that's an A. A across the board. Well, the girlfriend came over the other day. I went downstairs and his door was closed, knowing they were in there.
Ooh.
Struck me odd because, capital letters, get ready. I know his mama ain't having that. Like, capital letters, nope. Okay, he writes, not today, ISIS. And she'd cut that relationship off immediately. It was very quiet while I occupied downstairs. His lights were on. The TV in the common area was louder than it should have been. Me not hearing them converse spoke volumes. After he opened the door, I was walking by. I saw her hunched over, putting her shoes on. He spoke in a different tone, and I picked up on his eerie body language. I'm a very observant person. It's my best way to relate to anything or anybody, regardless of the words being said, good or bad. Later that night, my girlfriend brought the subject up on her own, and she said she's a sweet girl and always welcome to come over. And I told him the only rule is that they cannot go in his bedroom and they have to stay in the common area. I'm trying to be a really cool mom right now and really proud of myself. That meant she's trying to let her guard down a bit and give him a little bit more freedom, wants him to be social and have more friends because she's a very protective mother. My eyes were bugged out like crap. Now I'm in the middle of this and had no idea she specifically told him not to have her in the bedroom, much less with the door closed. If I knew that was said, I would have intervened. I pulled him aside the next morning and said, "You're putting me in a tough spot here. Did your mom tell you not to go in your room?" And he replied, "Yeah, but I forgot." No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I said, "You're a straight A student. Don't play with me, boy. You didn't forget. I was your age before and experienced a whole hell of a lot more by the age of 12 than you have at 16. I'm not going to tell her, but don't let this happen again." I'm caught between being wrong for not telling my girl and knowing what it was like as a teenager. He and I are not close, but we don't have those "you're not my dad" vibes yet either. He's respectful. Your thoughts, Bert Show. What would you have done, knowing they were either playing the piano and or playing wind instruments? Is that what we're calling it?
Wow.
Playing wind instruments. All right, if you're a new Bert Show listener, playing the piano means something much more physical, but we got kids listening. So, the advice. Oh, man, you got to go to your girl.
Yeah.
You can't keep that a secret.
You can't.
That's bad. You don't think?
Well, I mean, that's tough because I remember being in this situation, not this exact situation, but I do remember being in situations with when I was a child and me and my stepdad were trying to develop a relationship at the time. And when he would catch me doing things, I personally, as a kid, respected it more when he handled it himself. Like, that's what actually kind of bonded us in a way, because he wouldn't just go to my mom about it. It would be a me and him thing. And if I did it again, then he would go to my mom. Like, and then that was his way. I'm not saying that's the best way, but it did make me respect him as a kid.
So if the next time happens and he gets her in that bedroom and gets her pregnant, right? The son's going to come out and say, "Well, dude's caught me in there before." And mom's going to be like, What are you even talking about there? So I don't know, man. I think I'm going right. I think we're handling this as a family. the house divided thing when it comes to parents or co-parents or steps. It's tough, but I think you got to handle it together as a family. This is too big a secret.
Yeah, like as the mother, I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I get wanting to preserve the relationship with the stepson. Like you made a very valid argument as far as building that bond and maintaining that relationship.
It's tough, man.
You gotta tell her, man.
You got to tell her. You got to handle this as a family.
I mean, I don't think you shouldn't tell her. It's quite possible that it'll take longer for him to respect you if he feels like every time something happens, you're just going to run to mom instead of actually handling it one-on-one.
I see what you're saying. Megan, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Good morning, guys. I love the show. Listen every morning.
Appreciate you.
Strict parents make sneaky kids, and I understand as a parent wanting to know everything that's going on in your kid's life, but if you make it an environment to where he can't trust you or want to come to you with things like this, you're going to make the relationship worse. That's for the mom or the mom's boyfriend.
I agree with you.
They're going to do it regardless.
I agree with you on the strict parenting thing here, but this doesn't feel strict to me. I think most parents, 75% of parents are probably, when you've got a 16-year-old in the house, if you're going to have a guest over, that's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, that door's got to stay open or you're not allowed. That doesn't sound too strict to me.
No, I mean, I understand that. I mean, like my mom was, crazy strict, like worse than anything. But I was going to do it regardless. It didn't, whether it be in my own home or not. But having that communication with your son or your daughter and telling them about being safe and being able to come to you with questions and such, it'll make it a better environment for them.
I hear you, Megan.
I have plenty of kids that did that.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.